right, gig'em247.com. Taylor Ham here at Spring Decaney High School on signing day. Trey Williams, five-star running back, just signed his letter of intent for Texas A&M. Trey, I mean, it's been a long road for you, man. Great year, awesome time in your life, state champion. Now you're moving on to Texas A&M. How's it feel?
It feels great, man. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I'm training this summer, so I'm just getting ready for the next level and take this team to a national championship.
Let's kind of just go over the recruiting process for you. You committed back in the spring. Your new coaching staff came in at Texas A&M. Kevin Sumlin, exciting young new staff. Just talk about the process in itself and why you decided to stick with A&M through everything.
Well, at the time, when they fired Coach Sherman, I was disappointed by that. Coach Sherman is a great guy, but I took that official and talked to Coach Sumlin and Coach McKinney, the running backs coach. He's a great guy as well. And I talked it up with him, and I had a good time there. And I talked to the recruits and everything, and Devontae and Matt D and all those guys. It's a great group of guys. Coming to commit, and we're looking to make a change. So I can't wait. I'm excited.
How content are you with this? I mean, you took an official visit to Arkansas. I know at one point, you're kind of maybe a little bit up in the air. You didn't know what your future was going to hold. At one point, did you just go, A&M, this is it, this is where my heart's at?
Well, I was at Arkansas. I had a great time up there as well. But I just wasn't. I just was feeling A&M in my heart. I had A&M on my mind the whole time, and I'm sitting here like, man, that's where home is, and so here I am.
Absolutely. The AXWAC movement, everyone knows about it. You lost a member today in Braylon, but just what does that concept of AXWAC movement really mean to you? Well,
it hurt a little. It hurt. It definitely hurt. Wish we could have had Braylon and Corey on the AXWAC movement as well. But I mean, their decision is their decision. You can't control what people think or what people want to do. Basically just trying to. AXWAC is, it's a family kind of thing. We're just trying to build a tradition and, do something new and, let this be a classical moment.
Absolutely. What are your kind of goals at Texas A&M? Obviously, is it something that you go to bed and think about your future in the SEC and doing big things? Kind of what are your goals at Texas A&M moving forward?
Well, just just win the national championship, of course, and getting that Heisman Trophy. Being freshman of the year, SEC newcomer. Just trying to get it. I'm ready for it. I'm hungry for it.
Now you're going to have a little bit of competition, obviously, with Christian Michael, Ben Molina. Who knows if Brandon Williams is going to get his waiver or not? But how much are you looking forward to going in and competing for that spot and earning it?
Two great group of running backs, man. Of course, I know I'm gonna have to work. I know I'm gonna have to work. They're great guys. I've talked to them, I met them. They're great guys, and I'm looking to learn from them as well. So and get better and hopefully produce for the team.
Just kind of the offense. Let's discuss that.
Just putting the gunfire in the gun.
Yeah.
Just adding on to this offense they have. I plan on doing a lot and producing for the the offense that he has going. So it's definitely gonna be new. It's gonna be a challenge for me. So and like I said, I can't wait.
Matt, your relationship with him, playing against him, and now you're going to be able to play with him. There's plenty of other key AXWAC members that you're going to be able to take your talents with to Aggieland. Just talk about the talented group coming in, and what are you guys going to present to to the premier teams in the SEC?
Well, they definitely the SEC doesn't know what's coming, man. They don't know about Texas. We got a lot coming, man. It's a great group of guys that we have committing. And like I said, we're looking to make a change, and we're looking to do something new, for this whole school. And like I said, I'm fired up, man. I can't even explain how ready I am, So giggle.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for the time, Trey. Stick to gig'em247.com for all your latest Texas A&M news.